function the sweetest love as a surprise.
Really? All right.
Here,
This is a tree in the garden we cannot touch. This is the forbidden fruit.
did God really say you must not eat from any tree in the garden? So,
We may eat the fruit of any tree in the garden, except for the tree in the middle of the garden. God has forbidden us to either touch or eat the fruit of that tree. For if we do, we shall die.
you believe that nonsense to as soon as you eat it, your eyes will be open and you will Silence like a cancer. Yeah, yeah, production. Let's get that. See what's beat. Let's get it.
All right, I have no idea what is wrong with my audio right now. All right, I have no idea what is wrong. Now we're echoing. Good. So at least you can hear me. I sound okay. When I screen share, it doesn't sound okay. So that's gonna be an issue. Close though. Oh, you know what it is, bro? Let me close this. Let me close this. Oh, that's what it is. Are you sure? Yeah, logging out. All these other applications open. Now, now, I'm. Let's do a test. Let's do a little test. Let's see how this sounds now. We gotta learn something wild dancing. Let's see if you guys can hear this. Plug it in. Let me know, please.
How about you? You build on a solid foundation. Solid ground. Understand that the deep foundation that you live for, blowing in the wind like a leaf in the dust. You build on the sands of the seashore, life that will rumble when the end comes knocking at your door. Right, but you built in 1 second, tearing down brick barricades with the wicked ball of justice. Crush what you trusted, life had you boxed in a cabin of sin with no land to manufacture direction. Fatal deception, a life full of guessing, believing in nothing but hate assumptions, breaths of abundance. Human destruction like the split of an atom. Reckless abandon and you cannot fathom. Imagine the heat from the breath of a dragon. Examine his teeth when they sharpen and jagged. To ask for forgiveness now if you can have it. Don't hesitate, don't deny. It'll be too late if you wait to decide. It can all end in the blink of an eye. Do you really know where you go when you die? Don't hesitate, don't deny. It'll be too late if you wait to decide. It can all end in the blink of an eye. Do you really know where you go when you die? Instruction is just commandments were spoken and lit from the Pandora's box has been opened. The seal has been broken, the rope has been cut. The race is now ended, the timer is up. The scroll is unfolded, there is no one doubt. The sound of the galloping horseman is loud. The clear in the ears that have eyes that I'll see, repeating exactly what prophets were dreaming and writing about on the scrolls of papyrus. The words from the author of life that daily beat is a grace beyond words. Erase what occurred. Watch them endure. The shepherd has risen to gather his herd. Assured of salvation, destined for heaven. Forever we'll worship and serve in his presence. Don't hesitate, don't deny. It'll be too late if you wait to decide. It can all end in the blink of an eye. Do you really know where you go when you die? Don't hesitate, don't deny. It'll be too late if you wait to decide. It can all end in the blink of an eye. Do you really know where you go when you die?
You told me not to trust you. I'm sorry. Those were his last words.
Yeah, Line Productions, Destiny Lab Collabo, CeeLo's Beat. Let's get it.
Some people flee and some people fight. There's some that will stand, defend what is right. There's others who run, cower, and hide. Despite all the evidence that's been supplied, there's a war over truth, the greatest divide. There's a line in the sand. Now where will you sign? There's no reason to fear. With Christ on our side, the wide or the narrow path, time to decide.
Call themselves gods and erected this tall tower, but now their brightest moment shall become their darkest hour. They wanted people to kneel and cower like they got the power, but my God got the power higher than the highest tower. They shall crumble and cower like the Tower of Babel. My God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills. They can rattle and tattle. The Holy Spirit will still overshadow like the day of Pentecost, or as in the last battle.
One Christ got on the flesh, man. Set from above, saying that I'm the cleansed man. Trip of the serpent, flooded the earth, destroyed the birds, all the blood from the Nephilim curse. At the moment, Noah first step foot on the dirt. It began all again toward Babylon's birth. Through our time, it emerges, even in church. To revert mankind, so we must be alert. There's a struggle deep inside, a spiritual fight, a battle for souls between darkness and light. Deep inside every one of us and all of our lives, sin is grinding like sleight of hand to mesmerize, but we're wise to the plan and schemes that they devise. Nothing's new, recognize it's the same disguise. She's a fallen ones, wearing new skins and hides. We deny that through Christ access denied.
Trying to set free all of these captive borders. Read your Bible, that's the captain's orders. Got the mind of Christ, that's the captain's orders. Now you're safe within the captain's borders. My God's place is higher than Spider-Man. Rip the scales off a little Leviathan. You can call the living man, if I a hyperclaim. My God will still expire them. A little sharper than a two-inch sword of proof. I'm blessed by Iron Man.
The church in America is going to suffer so terribly. And we laugh now, but they will come after us, and they will come after our children. They will close the net around us while we are playing soccer mom and soccer dad, while we are arguing over so many little things and mesmerized by so many trinkets. The net even now is closing around you and your children and your grandchildren, and it does not cause you to fear. You will be isolated from society, as has already happened. Anyone who tries to run for office who actually believes the Bible will be considered a lunatic until finally we are silenced. We will be called things that we're not and persecuted not for being followers of Christ, but for being radical fundamentalists who do not know the true way of Christ, which of course is love and tolerance. You go down as the greatest bigots and haters of mankind in history. They've already come after your children, and for most of you, they got them. They got them through the public schools and indoctrination, and the university and indoctrination, and then you wonder why your children come out not serving the Lord. It's because you fed them right into the devil's mouth. So little by little, the net is closing around, and then it's not little by little. Look how fast things are going downhill just in a matter of weeks. But at the same time, know this: persecution is always meant for evil, but God always means it for good. And is it not better to suffer in this life to have an extra weight glory in heaven? You must settle this in your mind. This is the one thing I want to say over and over. Down through history, you have a wrong idea of martyrdom and persecution. You think that these men were persecuted and martyred for their sincere faith in Jesus Christ. That was the real reason, but no one heard that publicly. They were martyred, and they were persecuted as enemies of the state, as bigots, as narrow-minded, stupid people who had fallen for a ruse and can contribute nothing to society. Your suffering will not be noble. So your mind must be filled with the Word of God when all people persecute you and turn on you. This is no game. You want revival and awakening, but know this. For the most part, great awakenings have come only preceding great national catastrophes or the persecution of the church. I believe God is bringing a great awakening, but I believe that He is raising up young men who are strong in trust in the providence of God to be able to wade through the hell that's going to break loose on us. And it will be on us before we even recognize it. Unless in God's providence, He is not done. He is not done.
Hard hitting lines right there. Hard hitting lines. While evil people and imposters will go on from bad to worse, deceiving and being deceived. Isn't that right where we are? Now for the proper intro. What's going on, guys? It's SteveJMO. It is the 13th of July, 2022. Allegedly, asterisk. Still not buying it. And we got a full moon coming out tonight. It should be coming up here on the East Coast. Hour or so. That'll be cool to see. Check that out. Maybe it's coming up. Maybe check out what's going down in the blue window over here. Regardless, been some interesting energy going through the airwaves, audio, that our audio is taken care of. So it's good, like there's nothing right stream. You guys hear me? Just thumbs up for that. And you can even hear 30 something back up, watching there. All right. Yeah, 2 hours later, you can get lost, buddy. So let me know. Can we hear me now? The audio bars seem to be cooperating. Yeah, sound like a robot. How about now? How about now? Audio's still bad. Awesome. Awesome. So I'll just end this and just make a video then if that's the case. If you guys can't hear me. Rather frustrating. It's all good. I guess I'll check you guys out after. SteveJMO, it's been live, I guess. Oh, we're loud and clear now? Okay. Okay, y'all got to make me leave. All right, so hopefully that's a little better. You can hear me now? All right. Probably just lost like everyone. People on Rokfin. All right. It's good now. Thank you, Any Word. Got 7 people watching on the Rokfin. And disclaimer, this show is going to go to Rokfin. I don't know when. It's going to go to Rokfin maybe in an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2, maybe a little less. I don't know. I got a good amount of old world things I'd like to cover. And all the current stuff. I mean, we can talk about some current stuff here, but the good current stuff, YouTube isn't going to let us talk about. So we're going to bring it over there and we'll just hash it out when we get there. So before we get into anything too crazy, all right, sounds good. Nice to see you. All right, let's just want to make one thing clear. You know, I took away all the wrenches in the chat because honestly, I don't know who y'all is sometimes. And if you are offended by that, that's not my problem. So until there's good people, trusting worthy people, I guess, I'm not giving anyone a wrench. I took them all away. Even like my best friends, they don't even have wrenches. So until everyone starts acting accordingly, like we were, you know, a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago, all set. If you don't like that, you know, there's another bunch of channels you guys can subscribe and watch to and donate and do all the fun stuff, because we don't, I'm all set with that over here. All set with that. You guys are like absolutely berserk if you think that I'm going to Flattoberfest 2022. All set, man. All set. We dealt with that on Jen's show last week or 2 weeks ago. And then the lady who runs those meetups still had the audacity to make a troll video, come out later, say it was a troll video. And you guys are okay with that. So if you're okay with that, this is not the channel for you. You can unsubscribe from me. I never told you guys to unsubscribe from anyone. Unsubscribe from me. Walk away. I don't want your company while you're hanging out with them. All set, bro. All set. I will say one thing. There were positive aspects from going to Flattober last year. I met a couple good people. I also met some people I thought were good. Turns out, not so good. So I'm all set. And if you're offended by that, cool. Not my problem. My problem is the person who runs these events has nothing better to do in their spare time besides make videos, troll videos about me, a kid who only has maybe 3,000 subscribers. What am I? Is my knife in your side that hard? Losers, bro. Absolute losers. And that's how you know they're COINTEL. That's how you know this is their job. This is what they do. You know? Real quick, I'm going to share the screen here. I'm not going to share this because I don't want James and all those other people to make timestamps. But if you guys could, Infected, 20 subscribers, go hit them up. Go watch this video. Are we being honest? That's your people. All set with those people. All set. Completely all set. Completely all set, you know, and it's just funny because 5, 6, 7 years ago, 8 years ago, when I started looking into these topics, it was funny because everyone that I knew who wasn't into these topics, what would they say to us? What would they say to me and you and everyone else in the chat? You're a retard. You're stupid. Go F yourself. We've moved on from that. And her and those people, they just brought us back 6 years. They just brought us right back 6 years. So Who's the bad guy here? It's not me. I've done nothing. Just sat here, made some videos, observed some things, saw how people really acted, found out some interesting things about people that I'm not going to share publicly because I'm not that kind of person. But there are some interesting things about the leaders in your community. Very interesting things. Things that would make you want to unsubscribe, want to stop supporting, want to branch off away from. And that's what I'm doing. You don't have to follow me. I don't give a damn. But if you actually want to expand your horizons of truth, I would stay put here. Because we already know the earth is flat. We already know the Mandela effect. We all know blue under the red, red under the blue. Who gives a damn? Who gives a damn? Let's talk about what that is. What is happening in our reality and who's causing it. And there's only one answer, and no one wants to talk about it. Absolute madness. Absolute madness. I can't, I'm not here to trash or badmouth anybody, but you want to trash me? I'm just going to tell other people how it is without completely throwing you under the bus. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like I said before, back then, years ago, when we were all looking at these topics, we all got ridiculed, laughed at, name called. But now this lady who runs the events publicly stated on my Facebook page, because we all went through that, she went through that, we can just give that out to people now. So because she got name called and made fun of for portraying that she's a flat earther, as far as I'll go with that statement, portraying herself as a flat earther caught some fire from the normie folks. But since that happened, she thinks it's okay to take all that negative energy, all those bad words, all those hateful things, and just spew them off to other people. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. That's no bueno, in my opinion. It's like, seems to me as if it's okay to abuse or hurt someone because you've been abused or hurt in that manner or in any manner at all. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's not a good vibe to be given out. And you want to support that monetarily? I don't support it spiritually all you want, but you want to give the money that the system breaks your back to make, you want to give it to someone like that? All set, bro, And I'm not over here asking for donations. I haven't been to work in 3 months. This week is my first week back to work in 3 months. Where's my GoFundMe page? Where's my go meet up with SteveJMO to support him? It's not there. I don't need it. Not that I have money. I don't have any money. But you know what I have? I have faith. I've gotten this far. Yeah, I have. I didn't have to rip anyone off. I didn't have to lie about who I am. I didn't have to lie about believing in certain topics to get where I am today. No, I didn't do any of that. I didn't make a fake Netflix movie. Get the fuck out of here. You guys are so crazy. So crazy not to see that. And I knew all this like 2-3 years ago, and I knew I shouldn't have went to this. I knew it. I knew it so hard. Years ago, when I was doing nothing but flat earth videos, go look at my content. There's big videos out there, 80K, 30K, 50K, 60K, more than any of these punks ever got in a video. People wanted me to go to those first couple of flat earth meetings or the awards, all that BS. Nah, man, that wasn't the wave because I knew what was happening there. And that was before I established myself in faith. Now that I have, I feel like a complete dumbass for going there, but there were good aspects. I got to meet Ceiling Fan Man. I got to meet Jen. That was cool. Got to meet Marika, but now we hang out all the time. So, I don't understand. There's a bunch of other great people I met there too who aren't going there this year. Imagine that. All the good people that I met there aren't going this year. And that's not because I'm messaging people like, hey, don't go. These guys are no, because they can see life for what it is. And you guys are just smoking crack, bro. You know, if you're going to this thing and thinking these are good people, absolutely killing it, man. And like say what you want, when you want, how you want it, and have no regard for anyone. With what I said before about like spewing abuse or hatred upon someone because it got spewed upon you, what is that? That's do as thou wilt. That boils right back down to Crowley. Obviously, it's Antoine LaVey, but who was his motivation? Lovecraft, Crowley. What were they doing? What were they doing? Huh? They were doing dark, occult, sex magic. Now, I'm not saying these people are doing any of that, but there could be some magic with a K involved. Can't prove it. Don't want to prove it. But that's just how I feel. That's my personal opinion. This is JMO. This is just my opinion. You don't like it? Unsubscribe, walk away. It's not that hard. And you know what all that equals? It equals no bueno, man. You know? There's no need to go pay someone $155 to go meet up with 6 people, you know, to go watch a bunch of people on TV talk about, like, get out of here. You guys are just nuts. You guys are nuts. And they haven't robbed me on my piece. This is the first time I've gotten fired up about it, like, since she deliberately made that video. Like, you absolute crazy. You know, narcissistic. It's egotistical. It's everything. It's all the above, bro. You know, like I said, I'm a 27-year-old kid who has 3,042 subscribers. What havoc am I causing upon y'all to where you have to make videos, fake videos? Get out of here, man. You know, I know half of y'all aren't even in the chat or are on that team and taking little notes right now. It's all good. Can't wait to see the video after. Awesome. Even better, you know? Even better. What a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. I wouldn't have picked a better time, honestly. I say that all the time that I wouldn't have, or that I would have, but I honestly wouldn't have. Because at what other point in existence have at least in this millennial age have we seen people just act in the way they are now? I haven't, bro. I haven't. I see everyone in the chat. Thank you so much for your support. You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. There's like 50 y'all through both the YouTubes. So I don't know. I can't see the chats on the second page, but if you guys want to join the show, come onto the main channel, and in a little bit we're gonna kick it over to Rokfin, where we got 9 currently. Someone donated $20 on Rokfin. I do appreciate that, but I do not have the money to get the money you guys send me there. So please do not send me money on Rokfin, because I do not have the capital to go buy Ethereum to get my Ethereum. Do you get that? So like, I have like hundreds of dollars in some Coinbase wallet that I can't even monetarily afford to get. So please, if you're going to send donations, please do not send them through Rokfin. I've been trying. I don't know how to take that off the page there. It's crazy. I do not do crypto. Crypto is garbage. Absolute garbage. The whole stock market right now is garbage, because it's flip a coin at this bait. You know, are they just gonna rip it out of the box and pretend everything's okay, or are they gonna let reality set in and we're gonna go into a little recession? I don't know. It is a Ponzi scheme. So please, if you want to send $5, by all means, send it to the PayPal or the CashApp or Venmo or any of the other ones that I don't have to have money to get money. I have to have the money to get the money, to buy the money, to receive the money while I'm getting taxed on so-called gas, whatever that means. It's on the crypto highway. It's got to go down the highway to my wallet and then take an exit. And I don't understand. So I appreciate it so much. I do. But I don't know if I'll ever see the day where I'm able to get that money. So please. Please. I did see that come through on PayPal. I appreciate that. That's probably you. You just said that there. So I appreciate that. Crazy, man. Crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to get all that off my chest. But it's just absolute madness, bro. You guys are supporting people who don't have your best interest in hand, you know. You're supporting people who have background in radio broadcast, which I guess there's nothing wrong with, but if you know how to act and sound professional, you can act and sound professional and act and sound like you know what you're doing. It's absolutely crazy. I'm not fighting with anyone. They're just crazy, bro. They're just crazy. They want to hang out and wear capes on streams. I don't know, brother. I really don't know. And then make notes about me. Oh boy. Y'all must have nothing better to do in your time. I'm just a boy. I'm just a boy. Who's they? That's 99.98 of anyone in the so-called truth community. That's they. Put any name on there. Yeah, exactly. I don't even want to say that chick's name, but yeah, go ask her. Cthulhu. That's my nickname for her because everyone's got ties to this chick somehow. That's Cthulhu. And who Cthulhu inspired by? That's your boy Lovecraft. By the way, this man never went outside during the day. You know, this is the kind of people that the leaders of this community, they're backing. They're on the back from that. Which is crazy, man. 5T3V3. No one knew what that meant for the longest time. Like, it's literally my name with just a couple numbers and letters. And I thought it was easier to, cause I had 2 strikes for the longest time and a warning. The warning's still there. The warning's from literally 3 years ago on some September event video. Absolute madness. All right. So we're 40 minutes in now. Let's get some content going. Oh yeah, actually I wanted to share this because we're gonna dip into some old world stuff. And before I do that, actually, here, let me put this in the chat, bro. You guys want to see how much money this chick makes from your events? Check this video out. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wouldn't recommend going. Just saying, man. Just saying. Think about it. A venue. Go and call the Shriners. It's probably like 4 or 5 bands for the weekend. 155 times 400. 400 people went last year. I know they're not going this year, but last year, 400 people went. Do the math. It's like 60-something bands. Maybe you pay 10 out to the other YouTubers who spoke about stuff that we knew about 10 years ago. Maybe that's the thing. And yet you still walk home between 40 and 50 bands. So I don't, ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? At the Freemason Hall, nonetheless, you know, absolute madness. There's no differences to work out. They're on one side of the fence and I'm on the other. Can I repost that link? Of course. Of course. I don't want to share it because I know people are going to be crying. I'm trying to make people cry tonight, but there's no differences to sort out. They're over there in La Heathen Land, you know, Sodom and Gomorrah. It's all cool, you know. It's gonna be raining fire soon, so I'm gonna get out like Lot, you know. I'm gonna just head forward. I'm not even looking back. I'm all set. Just looking at that shit, bro, brings sin to your eyes, man. You know, it's crazy. That was a crazy event. I could only imagine what that looks like. That's not my problem, yo. You don't like it, honey? You can get out of here. I'm not kumbaya. I'm Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, I didn't even get the video up I wanted to get. Empty tab. That's funny. That's funny. I'm breaking the community apart. Yeah, the kid with 3,000 subscribers is breaking apart the community. Give me a break. You guys make me laugh. Like LOL big time. Let me put that on vibrate. Where is that video? Here it is. Nice. So we're going to look at that in a little bit. I want to look at it now because we have other things to get into first. Let me get this down. All right. Yeah, stick to your thing, girl. Stay outside. Do your farming. Do your thing, girl. Yeah. Don't bother these people. Oh, that's the video I don't want to show you yet. Yeah, these people are nuts. But we're gonna check this little video out here. I don't know how to make it big though. That's my real issue. There we go. All right, I'll turn it down a little. Just that epic music the whole time. Let's make a big screen. All right, a little Tartaria action to get into things here. It's just a good little background video. Say there's some people here who don't know about what we look at here. When we're talking about old world, Tartaria, mud flood, melted buildings. It's a good little intro video, I guess. And my theory is, I don't know what these people are called. Maybe at one point they were called Grand Tartaria or Grand Tartary, Grand Tartar. I don't know. I wasn't there, but neither were any of you. And the people that made these maps, I'm not really inclined to trust them. Not inclined to trust them at all. But let's dip into this. I'm gonna copyright for those. Stop that. You know what's interesting about the last photo there? And they had a couple more like this. Clear. Revelations talks about all the stars fell to the earth. That looks like that's happening there. Just saying, because me and a couple other YouTubers that come on here all the time, we have an alternate timeline theory, and I bet most of y'all in the chat are rather familiar with that. But if anyone new is on Rokfin or I shared it in a bunch of different places today. And I mean, they show up later, it's all good, but we have a more biblical view on things, a highly biblical view, but an alternate biblical view, because Revelation is a big chapter, obviously, but there are two separate parts of Revelation that's misunderstood. Not even misunderstood, just looked over, I guess, because you have the events of Revelation, the seals, the trumpets, the horsemen, this, that, earthquake, stars fall to heaven, great war, bottomless pit opens up, smoke, this, that, war, dragon, death, serpent, crazy stuff. Jesus wins both times. But that's the first time. That's the first part of Revelation. Then everything gets washed away for a little bit, and there's a millennial reign where Jesus teaches us everything that's good and how we were living like complete, a-holes essentially. And then that time goes away and the devil is loosened for a little or short season. And I think we are in the midst of that right now. And the fun part is, not even fun, the funny part is, and when I say funny, I'm being rather sarcastic, is that everything that was done before, the seals, the trumpets, the horsemen, this, that, it's all going to happen again, but artificially, digitally, or virtually. And what do I mean by that? Last year, 2 years ago, the White Horseman came out, the vid. You know what I'm talking about, that little disease. Then what happened? The war. You got this Ukraine war. You had almost a civil war here in America, portrayed on the media, obviously. Doesn't mean it has to happen. Digital. All hearsay. And now we are on the cusp of a famine that is orchestrated. Once again, not a real famine, a fake famine, where they are just blowing up and burning down food processing plants, food packaging plants, food farms. They're just annihilating cattle left and right, livestock. So it's not a real famine, but it's going to have the effects of a famine, because that's the only one they really can't pull off. And I mean, there'll be foods like wholesale wise, like being sold, but they're going to be all sold and bought up by, who do you think? Those people, the people who know this is coming, the people who's orchestrating this stuff, and they're going to give us the bare bottom for the most expensive, as they're doing right now. It's crazy. And real quick, because the end of this show is going to get into transhumanism and how they're going to bring us from medical tyranny into transhumanism. And what I said before still applies, I think, because from what I can tell, the people or whatever they were that were part of this beast system, they definitely weren't people. And I mean, they may have been people at first, but something altered them into a beast mindset without wires, is what I'm trying to get at. Because what we're going to be using next is all digital, all 5G, all microwaves, all just technology. They didn't do technology back then. It was all they like mastered the elements, I guess you can call it. You know, that's what I think was going on. And I think that they just mentally accepted this mark of the beast. And how would that happen? Well, look at the technology these people had back then. Look at the pyramids. In the middle shaft of the pyramids, it's laced with like 220 tons of limestone. Machines now can't do that. So to tell me the people back then weren't as, or whatever they were, the civilizations, call it that, weren't as sophisticated or technologically advanced, you're out of your mind, bro. These people probably just like, you ever see Star Wars where you just like, you point at something and it just comes to your hand? They probably had some shit going on like that. You know, sounds outlandish, whatever. Take it as it is. But from what I could tell, they had a lot more going on than we do now. You know, so, and that's why another reason I think this beast system that's coming up upon us through the medical tyranny system, so obvious. So obvious. If you can't see it by now, it's not my problem, but it's so obvious, man. So obvious. Back then, you know, with real elements and real deal things going on, not orchestrated, not fake events, not this, not that. It must have been much more natural and easy to get yourself into the matrix, the beast matrix. You know, if you were skeptical at first. Just my opinion. JMO, don't like it. It's all good. You know what else I want to kind of talk about too is the what is it there? The Industrial Revolution. Because just think about it. Just think about how much nonsense that makes. We were in horse and buggy for allegedly since like Moses, since before Moses. We were horse and buggy. And then out of nowhere, bam, technology. Bam. Trains, planes, automobiles, machine guns, regular guns. Are you kidding? Like what? All that happened in just the shortest time span. That's what they want you to think. Because up until then, they didn't need any of that. They could construct, build, transport by their own means. And it's just what was that? So I'm just reading something. Wow, that's crazy, Carla. And that's exactly what I think was roaming around. Some pre-flood giants, some pre-flood Nephilim, or post-flood, I'm sorry. Because the pre-flood ones, I don't think any of them made it. Maybe one or two to keep the bloodline on, but good golly, you know. Good golly. And it would only make sense because like humans with horse and buggies obviously aren't making those pyramids, but interdimensional, possibly demons, possibly fallen. Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, they probably whipped it up by just thinking. You know, that's really where these it's such a crazy topic. What do we got? Sorry, I'm just looking over here on Rokfin, see if there's any questions in the chat. But yeah, no, it's where we are, you know, we're in a whole nother realm. Because if you subscribe to the flat earth theory at base level, you're not getting any of this. You're going to miss all of this. And here, so I just got to turn the light on over here. Sun's starting to go down. Can't see the keyboard. There we go. But no, yeah. So like I said, we look at melted buildings and how that could have happened and where all this technology came from and all these World's Fairs, you know, it's think of it this way, you know, we all believe the earth is flat for the most part on this channel, I believe. But where did these mountains and structures, where did they come from? When you read the Bible, God created the heavens and the earth, created the lands, the oceans, all this, you know. Not saying that he didn't make a couple hills here and there, you know, I would. But the mountains that literally look like there's buildings and there's windows and there's doors and there's still running water and all this crazy impossible things with caves that go through them hundreds of miles. Those are buildings, man. And they got blown away through some mud flood event, some cataclysmic reset event, through revelations, in my opinion, that look like they had buildings. Those would be pre-flood buildings. Back to crazy. So just think about that the only logical explanation for what we're looking at is entirely biblical. Because nowhere in the Bible does it say that meteors came down and formed mountains and explosions and this and that. But if you're just a regular old flat earther, where do you think these buildings came from? Because you have to, at that point, you have to throw away your science textbook. And a lot of y'all are still holding on to it like it's a fact. It's not. It's all lies. History, science, lies. Absolutely crazy. Some of these places I'm going to show you are clearly buildings from a much older civilization. And where's my pen? I gotta write this down because I don't have it pulled up yet, but I don't want to forget. I want to talk about LIDAR or LIDAR. I don't know how to say it. Let me write it down here. LIDAR. But basically, like infrared radar, essentially, and it penetrates the surface of the earth, and you could see what's going on underneath it. And I guess a couple years ago, they brought this technology through the Amazon, through Bolivia, and they found the most incredible things going on underground there. Like, everyone only thought that this Incan, Aztec, Olmec, whatever you want to call it, those people, that empire down there is, was only so big. But whatever was actually going on down there was thousands of miles deep. I mean, long. It was absolutely incredible. Cities, fortresses, pyramids, sunken star forts, sunken circular forts, whatever you want to call those circular fortresses, how they kind of describe Atlantis, all over the place, all throughout the jungle. And on foot expedition, you'd probably never find them. Probably would have never found them. So whoever produced this LiDAR technology, maybe we'll have time to look into that in a little bit, but it is what it is. Yeah, regular old flat earthers. You know what I'm talking about, but it's crazy, man, because if you don't, I'm not saying you have to think this, but if you don't think anything different, you're still living on the globe. You still think meteors came in and formed mountains hundreds of thousands of years ago, and the crystals are coming out the bottom, and hee-rah, hoorah. Like, get out of here, bro. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Hurricane or volcanoes no, they didn't, bro. No, they did. There's no super volcano. There's no this. There's no that. There's no meteor the size of New York City that took out dinosaurs. I don't know what dinosaurs are. I don't know if they're real. I know that the Vatican comes in the Smithsonian. They come in and sweep up anything that looks like a giant bone. So maybe, because they weren't just interacting and intertangling and interbreeding with humans. They were interbreeding with everything back then. So to have a giant lizard that ate things like a T-Rex, probably not so far-fetched in my opinion, but who am I? I'm just a kid with 3,000 channels that breaks the community. You guys are absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, I sent out an invite to a couple people. Doesn't seem like they're gonna be showing anytime soon. So let me see what else we got here. Or actually, let me dip into some of the stuff that I have shared or I have gathered over the last couple weeks. Ever since I was out of work, essentially. I haven't been to work in a little while. Had that hernia repair surgery a couple months ago. I'm sorry, weeks, months. They're all turning into one right now. I'm looking for it. There it is. So we'll start sharing here. Let me go over and grab my screen. Dragons are in the Bible. Might just be retired and the land is started in America. Yeah, you might. You never know. You might drown in the shower too. You might sniff glue. Who knows? Who knows? Other public statements made about us. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not like we've ever said anything negative about anyone. We just said we're all set with conforming with y'all. And they lost their minds. Lost their minds. All right. So I've shared photos of this cemetery down the street from me before, but I was just there, I'd say about 10 days ago, and then I went there again the other day, and somehow I keep finding new things at this cemetery. But what we're going to look at first is some things we've already seen on this channel, just a little bring you back type of deal. Oh, sorry, I got something in my eye. Wow. That felt good. All right. So this is, I think it's called Hillcrest Cemetery, and it's in Springfield, right where I am. Literally, I could hit a golf ball there from my house. And this is not the main entrance. This is the side entrance. So the side entrance has these colossal gates with interesting tips on the top of them. And, a little plaque just saying it's Hillcrest Cemetery, blah, blah, blah. Like 1850 or something like that it says on there. But, yeah, these are the side gates. And I think it's a little, excessive, for a cemetery that, honestly, the whole right side of it here has nothing but new uh gravestones and people up in there, but like if it just doesn't make sense. You'll see what I'm talking about. That's the wrong way. This is the main gate. This is the main gate here, and it has a little edge fortress that runs around. Actually, to run the middle of the road real quick to grab this photo. But yeah, that's our main gate here at the cemetery. What is it called? I can't even read that. Maybe Hillcrest, Hill Farms, something like that. But regardless, like just incredible gates to the cemetery. You think you're going into a palace. And in fact, you almost are. You think you're at Wayne Manor or something from Batman. And then what's going like that's funny because you got literally the mini White House here with the pillars. And in the back, you can see the top of the castle here. There's literally a mini castle. I don't know what that's about. And what I'm about to show you is an image just to the left of this this little car here. And it's a obelisk. Interesting, huh? Like a little mound it's on. Why does this thing need a foundation that goes out 5 feet and drops off 3 feet? Why? I just want to know why. Why is that? Unless it's, part of something much more grand. But who am I? A strange feeling that underground, somewhere, some way, somehow, this is connected to this, and they're somehow all connected back to this, with other little entrances here and there, as you will see as the slides go on. And that's the thing about that. This photo doesn't really show you, but let me go back. You see this little book here? Look at this. You'll see in a minute. Freemason Bible etched in. How mad. How absolutely mad. They actually creased in little stone papers. Crazy. And it's just check this out. Look at the front of it. To me, it looks like something is missing here. Because on this side, there is this kind of pillar. On the back, there is this kind of pillar etched in. And on the other side, there is this kind of pillar etched in. And the only one that would be missing would be the Egyptian pillar. I think it was too obvious, so they took it down. I think they took it down because it would have been way too obvious that this should not be here. Because you got your Roman, kind of like your typical A block Roman. Or you find this a lot in Jordan, stuff like that. And your Greco. Crazy, right? Crazy. And yes, here's the side to this building here. I just thought it was interesting that once the ground level breaks, it's like a whole nother stone. Little sunken in windows. And you can see here how it's faded. Like all this in the front is newer, but this is older. They just probably just cleaned or blasted the stone, whichever way. But yes, this is the side I want to show you. Just very interesting. Little vents. Vents for what? The basement? And the icing on the cake about this building is right here. Little owl. Little stone owl etched on the top of the A-frame. How crazy is that? Underneath the big A-frame. How crazy is that? In front of the giant doors. The giant doors. And even the regular set of doors are 10 feet high. It's like a 15-foot door. This is crazy. Crazy ass building. Stone. What was it? My brother went by this a couple months ago at night, and he said the most crazy beams of light were coming out of every single window. And I was like, that's fucked up. So crazy. Yeah, there's your little owl. How nuts. I never noticed this up here. Little fasci bottoms on the building. Interesting. And this is a good shot too, because you could see how The whole land kind of terraces up here, and the building shoots down behind it. Very crazy. Whole different stone too. That you can see right over here. Yeah. The blockage underneath, the bricks coming out. Very telling. Very, very telling. Old world as could be. There's the money shot. There's the bricks. Brick squad. Boom, 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 boom. Little granite wall up over the bricks. Sounds about right. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, you would look at this building and you'd be like, oh, yeah, it does look pretty new. But then you take off this one little thin layer of stone here. I bet it's the oldest bricks you've ever seen in your life. Absolutely crazy. And this is the back end of it. Whole nother floor down here, as you can see. Door, giant window. And that's the crematorium. We're not going to pour that at all. And then, yeah, like I said, little castle in the back. Little castle. Very interesting. There's another little pillar. Another little obelisk just off to the right of the castle here. We're going to look in on it. And it's got the 3 rings. What are the 3 rings? Friendship. Truth. And love. Free May Sonic. Right? Right. Truth. Which y'all people think you're doing. Friendship. Something most of people who make YouTube videos have no idea about. And love. Something half of y'all who make YouTube videos don't have. I think the real culprit of what is going on may lie in a Mason Hall after hours. And this is interesting here. So, and this is not the first clock I'm going to find here. So I came back here another day and I found another clock. But check this out. Floral clock, originally constructed in 1934 as only the 4th floral clock in the world. Rebuilt in 1984, blah, 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 blah. Weird little stone it's on. Weird little stone it's on in the middle of the graveyard with some bricks coming around it. No big deal. And yeah, obviously it's redid, revamped up. It's a floral dial. Now it looks more interesting, huh? Over here, just a little floral dial. Huh. And the funny thing is, the next photo I'm going to show you, I didn't even notice until I was literally probably behind. It's out of frame. I must have been like 2 or 3 like little rows of traffic and little roads they have at cemeteries behind this tree here. And I'm walking by like parallel this way to go back to my house that's over here. And I was like, what is this? And what am I talking about? This is what I'm talking about. Why on earth would there be a little door entrance into the floral clock that allegedly goes back to 1934 and is only the 4th floral clock in the world? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Has like a stone foundation under it too. I don't know what's going on under here. I wish I knew. And that is that's it for that right there. Let me let me end the screen share real quick. We have an Oddfellows cemetery. Yeah, that shit's that's no joke, man. The Oddfellows are some real shit. They were heavy in Europe, but I didn't know they came here that heavy because I just found some of that out a couple of weeks ago. Oh, yeah, we got to check this place out, too. I don't even know how to say the name of this place. Oh, and there's this other place I needed to check out, too. Jesus, we're gonna be here for a while. It's a good sigh though. It's not like a oh God sigh. All right, let me scroll up a little here. And I think, let me see. Which way are we going? Beautiful. All right. Let me bring this back up. Wow, we got 60 watching now. 54 on the main, 7 on the backup. If you guys want to join the main chat party on the backup, come on down. We got a couple people on Rokfin. Okay, we got like 80 people watching all together. What's up, guys? I'm glad you guys stayed through the rant. I thought was gonna deter out a lot of people because I don't know who people be siding with or working for or favoring, or it's all so gay. Like, oh, I favor the way she or he talks, so I'm not gonna watch anyone else. Get out of here, bro. You gotta take your meat and spit the bones with everybody. Even Rob Skiba, dude was a complete show when he died. But I mean, anything that Rob Skiba put out from like 2010 to 2018, golden, bro. Absolutely golden. And if you don't like that, that's not my problem, because that's where the real information was coming back then. It was coming from him. And whatever team he had researching, they were kicking ass and taking names, man. And now he's got his son, Skiba Truth Radio or something lame like that. Like, come on, guy. Come on. And from what I hear, he doesn't even talk on the show. He just agrees and just nods his head, and like, complete joke, complete disrespect. Absolute madness. But here, let me get these other photos up. I think I got them. I do. Let me get the share. So we are at the same cemetery, folks, just 3 or 4 days later. But check this out. I'm just walking and I'm like, huh, like, what are these steps? I'm like, oh, what is this back here? Random little steps in the grass. Uh-oh, what just happened? Whoopsies. Got these little steps in the grass here. And I'm like, oh, that looks interesting. So I go back there, and what is it? It's another Bible. It's another stone Bible. I'm like, what in the heck is going on here, bro? Look at these. Crazy. Looks like a giant chair, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Looks like a chair that got sunk. Like a giant chair for a giant, perhaps. With the giant doors and the giant pillars and the giant obelisk and the giant castle, But what is on here? Of course, it's the Lord's Prayer. The one prayer I try to say every day without fail. And it's not the right one. In stone, and still not the right one. I thought that was crazy. And then this is like right across from it. I have no idea what this is, but it's made of bronze or copper. And I thought it was kind of interesting, so I took a picture of it. And this is like behind the castle. There's nothing else around this thing. I don't know what this thing is, bro. But it's another Bible, another book, another open book here in this cemetery. That's 3. That's 3 so far. Like, what is going on here? Freemason as heck. G. Why is G so important? Because A, B, C, D, E, F, G is 7. Go all the way around again while counting, and it's 33. Go from G to G, it's 33. That's why. That's why the G is so important. And I don't know. I mean, it says truth, but like these symbols here, they gotta mean something. I have no idea what they are or what they mean, but maybe someone in the chat or maybe someone will see this in a couple days will know more than I. And this is on the back of it. The book's still open. Different book. So that's 4 books. Well done, good and faithful servant. Enter thou into the celestial lodge above. It's kind of weird. And there's this one, relief. Looks like a rocket ship or something. Just crazy. Honestly, you flip this upside down, that's your Medfield logo with the 2 snakes. Yeah. Snakes. Something else that some unnamed YouTubers don't believe in. They think the snake is just a story to deceive us and fill us with fear, and the snake was never there. And what are you talking about, bro? Like, grow up. Oh, you know what's weird about these photos here? Look at these trees, right? I don't know why, but there's like a stone wall. Like the tree's indented into the ground. I don't know what to make of it. Like these next like trees, they're all indented in the ground, and they have like some of them have this little like stone wall around them. I have no idea. Never seen this before. Indented trees. Doesn't even make sense to me. This one's much smaller, but still an indented tree. I have no idea. And then I found this thing. It's like a random little mound. And then there's this. There's a sundial, apparently, on the way out. I was like, what in the world is this thing? So we got a floral dial, a sundial, 2 pretty big obelisks, one much bigger than the other, a castle, and a building with pillars, 2 A-frames, and an owl on it. And you're calling this a cemetery. Just very interesting, if you ask me. Right? And look how, I mean, you, like I said, you can't even tell from the distance, but like, look at how like up on a shelf, up on a ridge, all this stuff is. The castle over here behind the trees is the buildings. Just so crazy. And like I said, just look at the complete mound, the hill that it's completely on. And the funny thing is, where all these hollow trees are is over where I am, like to the right of me here. And it makes me think is like all this land kind of like sunken in and swampy and hollow for the most part. And lo and behold, there is a little pond / swamp over here. Huh. And then there was this thing. I thought this was interesting. They just do a plaque on this. Yeah. I just thought it was a little interesting little thing. But we'll get into those photos in just a little bit. Here, let's get back to the chat. What is going on in the chat? You guys blowing up yet? I don't know about you guys, but has the military been doing drills like they're literally going to go to war next week? Because the military drills, the planes, like I can just hear them right now going absolutely AWOL outside. Absolutely AWOL. Oh, man. Let me plug my phone in before it dies. That's how I'm trying to keep up with you guys in the chat. But while I'm screen sharing, you guys are going to have to... Oh, no, my phone literally just died as I plugged it in. Saw it the last second, too. Funny. I ain't worried either. All right, let's see what else we got here inside of my photos. Actually, I think the next bit of photos were from the photos that I shared today. Yes, I actually took these here today. I want to share these next. Let me... Boom. And where are we? Boom. You make these bigger? I don't think so. But yeah, so literally today at one point, didn't have work today. I just took a little cruise and ended up getting lost. I was like maybe an hour from my house, had no idea where I was. Come to find out, I was in between somewhere near Brimfield, Wales, or Warren, Massachusetts. I was somewhere in that woods, like literally in the woods. And this was like the opening at the end of the woods. And I pulled over here because I was like, this is an interesting little mound with just these jaggedy rocks coming out where land can't grow on anymore. You know, crappy grass, crabgrass, not good land to be growing on. And then right across the street is this. Doesn't look like much, but I thought the landscape was very interesting because the whole entirety of it just rolls down. Like, see this, watch the, my little mouse here just goes whoosh, all just rolls down. And you have these random big old boulders over here. And I thought it was interesting. And when I mean it comes down, I'm not talking left to right. I'm talking like from behind where I'm shooting and then down in that way. And just keep that in mind because the next couple of photos, not the next 3 photos, but the photos after that are going to be from behind me. But what I'm showing next is this rock wall that just goes on and on and on and on, almost as far as you can see, like literally, like so crazy. And that's just at the edge of this, like, I guess, property. But let's turn around and what do we got? More hills and mounds that just roll down. And what's underneath these hills and mounds? Crazy rock formations, crazy brick formations, crazy stones. Almost as if this was part of something much more vast. And the funny thing is too, like in Bolivia and Peru, like Machu Picchu, they found all these stone cities and brick civilizations on tops of these mountains in Machu Picchu and whatnot. And where I was today, like granted, like it does go up a little bit higher up here, but I was probably like 2,000-3,000 feet up, like some of the highest points of the Pioneer Valley without going to like Mount Tom or any of the other mountains. This is just like in the, not the countryside, but like in the woods side, like right on the edge of the valley. And as I said, about like 2,000-3,000 feet up. And you get nothing but these crazy rock formations all throughout the landscape. And there was a couple more up here. I don't know if I got them or not, but just absolute madness. That's all on the other side of the road, while everything else just fell down the hill over here. Thought that was looking pretty cool. What do you guys think in the chat? It looks like Scotland. Yeah, that's the vibe I got too. I looked at it and I was like, I'm getting the vibe of like an old European or even original old American golf courses, because we all know that the golf courses are, some of them are built upon old world landscapes, buildings, you name it. Just look at some of the clubhouses, like what's it, the UK Open or whatever is next week or this week, and it's being played at St. Andrews, and the landscape is literally that, and the clubhouse is a castle. It's a fucking castle. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. And you know what's funny? It looks rather melted too. Very interesting. Oh, what is happening? Yeah, nothing wants to work for me today. What is going on? The one day I got time to go live, nothing wants to work. But, I mean, that's okay. We don't need everything to work. Okay, so everything's coming back now. But, coming back. All right. So we're still live. That's what we like to hear. Yeah, Jenny T.I., I see you on the backup. Come join the real chat, the main chat on the main channel. I probably didn't put it in there. Here, let me put that in the backup channel, because I see people commenting there and whatnot, and I don't want you to think that no one is seeing or responding to you. If you want to hang out with the rest of us, it is in the chat down there in the backup, so we're going to throw that in there. That is cool. Okay. That is working. I'm gonna throw a song on real quick. I just have to run downstairs and get a refill on some water. So where is, yes, good song right here. Yep. Gotta love ads. Yeah, I know I should be using Firefox, but I'm not. I'm not being lazy. Yeah, I don't want to do a screen share that way anyways. Okay. Do a screen share, Chrome tab, little Days of Noah action from Destiny Lab. I will be back in roughly 5 minutes. Is there another song after this? So in case I don't come back, there is another song.
These guys are going to be released in the future again. The return of the Nephilim, the fallen angels, the gods themselves, with a small g. They are coming back during the apocalypse time.
Cracking his tongue red like the mix of a griffin with sharp pointy tips and the grip of a falcon. Grasping when grappling down into worn on medallions of battle in something in no man. So many masterfully sculpted renditions, artistically marvelous, monstrous visions, descriptions of possibly authentic dragon-like animals, fossilized mandibles gradually formed by the annual downfalls and rainfalls, exposing mysterious samples, examine examples like cylinder seals, revealing the secrets of serpents unveiled by you with the snaps of a snapdragon. Sounds are indifference, just like the epic of Gilgamesh. Simple, conspicuous, mythical beasts can exist, and in fact they could actually be crossbeats from angels who planted the seeds on indigenous demons hungry to breed. In the days of Noah, the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing alone highways. What we see in this antediluvian world full of giants, if we could go back and observe all the things in the laws, but repeat on and eavesdrop on Nephilim hybrids and fathers who flock in a pack of 200 deserters. These tyrants who plundered like pirates and lusted for flesh in a cycle of violence. They squandered like pigs in the mud of defiance, and promo like Dr. Moreau in his science. Monsters without any use of a latex appliance, a violent alliance of violent Goliaths, drowned and diluged by the flood into silence. Desirous to leave was they lost their commission. Now Lucifer's legions they turned into demons, chained and blinded and bound in abyss, living with locusts deep in the pit. In the days of Noah, when the book of Enoch, in the paths of giants, revealing alone highways. is lost from our time in our history. Should we be blind to the mystery? Willingly ignorant to the reality. Fallacies formed by fallacious facsimiles. Angelic offspring conspiracies, possibly aliens visiting, revealing sinister enemies, posing as saviors with remedies. History, mental capacities, cavities. Demons are grabbing our faculties, abduct insanity, harboring new age mentalities. Fraudulent phonies who mimic and imitate, based in satanic magic facilitate. UFO sightings, debacle, debauchery, sorcery, portable forgeries, copied demonically, forged by a fork-tongued mythology. Genesis 6 hours of Nephilim, vividly engineering stories of alien babies and women apparently forced to endure hybrid pregnancy. In the days of Noah, Protocol in the paths of giants, revealing the love hybrid.
Because Satan and Lucifer imitate what the true God does, would it not make sense that when these guys fall to earth, maybe they will come in spaceships to take you to the next step of evolution, to bring peace on earth? We've got rid of all those Bible thumpers, those right-wing fundamentalists, nutcases, and those hate mongers, and we've got rid of them. Now we're here to bring mankind to the next step of evolution.
Bang. How about that? All right. All right. And you thought we were done. No. Furthest thing from it, actually. So let's... Yes. Ooh. They uploaded like this. Yay. Sorry, I'm such a child. Just sometimes when I had a bunch of photos and stuff I wanted to share. Oh my God, they uploaded like this. Oh, this is so perfect. Oh, I thought this was going to be an issue. It looked like when I uploaded them, they uploaded out of order. And they didn't. So I'm so happy right now. So happy. All right, we lost a couple people on the break there. That's to be expected. Still got a couple hanging out on the fin. Flat Earth Cat says, "What's up, Steve and everyone? What is up, guys?" Oh, before I get into the next couple photos, sorry, just gotta back crack action there. Let's go through the chat. I haven't even said hi to anyone tonight. I feel like a complete dickhead. Yeah, Carla Red Pill, what's up? And she does have a wrench, so watch out for her. Juan Torres, what's happening, brother? Who else is here? Jeremy Goodoy, what's up? Melanie, she's got a wrench too. Watch out, she'll drop it on your head. DJ's here. I'll throw a wrench your way. My phone's just charging, so give me a minute, because I know you. And who else is here? A dog named Boo. What's up? That's a funny comment. Rain and Pain. What's up, brother? Young Love. What's happening? Marlene Brown. What's up? Good guys. Good people in the chat now. Karen Ann. What's going on? Who else is in the chat? Natalie. I don't know how to say that. Well, what's up, Natalie? Jenny T.I. Murphy. What is up? Who else is hanging? Mr. Cut Folks. What's happening? Don't be cutting me. What's that? Mama Love. What's happening? Joe Davis Jarvis. What's going on? What's going on? Tommy Rogers, Angela Carson, Salted Cedar. Knew you guys were hiding in here somewhere. Well, I saw a couple more names pass by. Yeah. Rasta Bear. What's going on, brother? Christy. I don't know. What's up, Christy? I don't want to say your last name. Laura Hoff. What's happening? Rob the Truth. Just me. Janine. What's happening? Tell Ceiling Fan to get his butt on here. Probably not even the right Janine. Casey, what's going on? What's going on, guys? Yeah, that's some good people. 41 watching and 42 likes. That sounds like YouTube. That sounds like YouTube. You know what's funny? Like, it's just hilarious because at no point in my life, I'm not even going to say in my YouTube life, but at no point in my life have I never been not shadow banded or blacklisted. Everything I've ever done, I always got to start at the bottom. You know, it's so crazy, and all the odds are always stacked against me. And it's just funny because like a lot of people get in this YouTube game for monetary purposes, you know? And I have a strange feeling that a lot of people that are, you know, on YouTube claiming they are who they are aren't who they say they are. And you know, for me it's just personally funny because I've never been able to monetize anything on YouTube. Super Chat was never given to me. I was actually never given the ability to live stream until 2017. I think I tried it once or twice on my old laptop. Didn't get too far because it kind of crapped the bed right after. And I didn't really make YouTube videos that way for a little bit. As you remember, if you've been following this channel for quite some time, I only did mobile uploads for about a year or two. And then I got a computer and then started doing live streams again. And in all that time, still no super chat. Like, find a video of mine, unless YouTube has literally put an ad in there just to fuck with me. My videos don't get ads because we don't do that on YouTube. You know, I don't know how to, you know, make or hashtag fake a living like some people. You know, it's so crazy. And you have to talk about all the little aspects of every single topic every single week. You know, you don't have to do that. Like, we get it, bro. We get it. The earth is flat. NASA's fake. It's absolutely old. I'll hit you up for that. But if that's like your in and out, sorry, you don't get a. I don't know what it is. My Wi-Fi today, it's just absolutely garbage. Like, I have everything that could be plugged into a Wi-Fi unplugged right now. Not just in my room, like in the house. Like, no one's on anything. Crazy. But no, that's why I do what I do, because yeah, the audio was in and out. Hopefully it should be better now. I don't know, the audio bars aren't moving too hot again. Should I drop in and out? It's good now. Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, you know, you don't see the stuff that we present or talk about on every channel, and I mean, no one's the same, obviously, and no one's supposed to agree or disagree on every topic together, you know, collectively. We're all going to have our said differences, but at the same time, you can't be a conspiracy theorist who still is sucking on the sack of science and history. It doesn't work like that, you know? Like, granted, I've said you take the meat and spit the bones, but not with these people, not with anything that's in the George Mason history book. Maybe you keep some names and some key events, put them on a piece of paper and put them in your pocket, and then go and do your own research and then see how those stack up, see how they play out. Because I don't think America was founded in 1776. Maybe a sub-colony, a subsection of what they called America was set and established then. But I don't think anyone was living in America the way they say they were or are up and until, I don't even know, man, like maybe 1920, maybe 1930. Who knows, man? Who knows? You got some glue in your ear. That's why I was breaking up. Sorry, doggo. Fucking madness, man. Oh, man. Red-headed giants were, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And the funny thing is, I don't even know how long the Indians were here for, because you ask them about those guys and they'll say that they were here before they were there. So who even knows, man? Who even knows? It's so crazy. Let me. So the pictures are good to go. Let me just get the screen share up, because I had to end that. All right. You guys should be seeing photos now. And so what are we looking at here? We are looking at Springfield College. And let me just double check. I want to say 1883. College, 135 years old minus 2022. I still don't know that math. Springfield College. Maybe looking up. Let's see. 1885. I thought it was 83. It's 85. So 1885 is when this place was probably started to get used, or maybe was just starting to get renovated into a college. Hold on one second. You know, all these stupid ass notifications. Let me just close these down real quick. I don't know if they're gonna open. Hold on. This has been the most technically difficult show. All right. Yeah, I don't know. How do I mute? I don't know how to mute stuff. So that's going to be just a general problem, I think. Oh, here we go. Bingo. I'll turn that off for now. All right. Sorry about that. I got a Discord I join every morning for business and whatnot. No need to be getting those updates while we're live because I don't give a damn about that stuff right now. All right. So like I said, Springfield College, 1885, right here, right along the river. Keep that in mind because wherever we find old world buildings, we normally find water. Well, look at this. This is the gymnasium of this place. It's used as a gymnasium. Obviously wasn't a gymnasium. A massive structure. Old brick, kind of medieval, kind of Victorian, kind of Roman, kind of everything mixed together. And that's, see, they called America the melting pot because they said it was all the cultures being mixed into one. And everyone just thought that was like social cultures. But really, I think America was where, like, whatever the Egyptians were, they were there. Whatever the Aztecs were, they were there. Whatever the Greeks were, they were here. Maybe they were all the same person, huh? Like Apollo, who could possibly also be George Washington. Just a theory. Look into that on your own time. But yeah, you got the little spire, little conical roofs, little A-frames. Very old. Yep, 1885. We could have found that out on our own. And it's funny, the symbol for this college is literally a pyramid upside down inside of a circle. And it seems like we threw a little eye in there. Maybe we get a closer up. I don't know how I missed that. I completely missed that when I was there. Are you serious, Steve? I'm going to have to come back here. Looks like there's an eye in the upside down pyramid in the shape of the sun. But you see what I'm saying? Like, this is their logo everywhere. I'm just like, damn, straight up just like satanic. But yeah, this is the front of the building, and this is the exterior of the building. And yeah, see, more of that logo everywhere. With just a giant building in retrospect, you know. Huge. The campus here isn't really that big, but it's got some interesting things there. And they have this little plaque here. Something about the flagpole, blah, 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 and just some old-ass bricks next to it without any motor. I don't know what that's about, but thought it was interesting. And it's literally parallel, like, to the front door, like, schematically. Think that's a coincidence? I don't think so. Well, look at this building. Clearly, there are things in here they took out, if you look at them. Clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then these, yeah, there were definitely some structures in there they took out because it didn't fit the narrative of, I mean, this is where I think people live here. It's one of the dorming rooms. And, like, there's, I mean, even some extra in the schematics in the bricks itself. It's absolute crazy. Giant door, huge doorway, pillars, you name it. You freaking name it. This place had it. This giant structure. Doors are beautiful, or the outlines at least. Yeah. No, the acoustics. This is the side of it. Another big building or big door with the crest with nothing on it. So clearly there were things on these old buildings they took down because they don't fit the narrative of Dorming Lodge for Springfield College 1885. Again, just another massive building. And look at this one right across the way from it. Holy smokes. Absolutely incredible. Huge building. This little smokestack next to it I thought was interesting. You know, I didn't even see this here. Middle of the lawn, old world, right, middle of the lawn, old world lamppost. Like, that makes sense. Whatever. Crazy. You got the redid stair and the redid rockway up to the front door. Definitely was made over something. But wow. Just look at the spires. The little spires. Definitely were harnessers or havengers of energy of some sort. I took these just the other day. It was a beautiful day out for a walk. Huge doors again. Huge doors. Huge building. And look at it. Slopes down, of course, because they're all built upon the mounds. And look at this, dude. I was like, what is this? This giant ass chimney into nothing. Maybe this little building, but what's going on here? And you know what's funny? Look at the landscape all in the background, the neighborhood's background. Free fall, free fall, free fall, free fall. This was a mud flooded out joint, dude. Like, this building here is probably realistically like 15 stories, in my opinion. Just based upon the fact that the chimney stack is just here, you know? And it goes down and terraces into the water. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. And you know what's right down the street from this? Was my mother's job that I showed you guys. I had all the underwater archways and all these other crazy things. I think this is the faculty building here. Just another crazy old building. Giant effing door. Spirit, mind, and body. Yeah, that's what these people were about here. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Seems like everyone's just living this Crowley lifestyle. And then it had Ephesians 4:13 in the middle. I thought that was interesting. Look at this, like, charred out melted brick. Crazy. 1895. Drenched, drippy. Oh, old world. And look how it tears down, because we were up here at the first level, right? So look at that edge there. That's that. Now I'm down here, and look what we got here. Huh. Damaged, weathered, old, motorless bricks. Incredible. And another indent with more bricks. And there's this little building too. Little pillars, I wouldn't say little door. Kind of a big door. That was 1922. And we'll put these on hold for now. Thank you. Inherited buildings, yeah. All right. We got 9 o'clock rolling up on us already. Let's see, it's looking rather dark outside now. So, I don't know if... No, this was definitely a different day because I see all these clouds up in the background. I'm going to say, I think it was either a day before or a day after I went to the college. I made my way to the park, Forest Park. Been there a couple times. Went there with Marika not long ago. Discovered they had a buried amphitheater. That was cool. But yeah, and they have sphinxes and all this crazy stuff there. Come to find out, the sphinxes and the whole mausoleum they have up now is is a replica made in 2003. Well, erected in 03, probably made in 99 or something. But I don't know where the original Sphinxes are. It's crazy. I gotta figure that. I'm gonna ask my mother. She used to go to this park all the time as a kid. But what are we looking at here? We're looking at a little underpassage bridge that connects a couple ponds together. Very interesting looking bridge, though. Very old. Very old. You know, this park was maybe made in like 1930s, 40s. This looks like it was made in like the 1650s, bro. This looks like some Edinburgh stone. You know? Look at all the stones underneath the water on the side over here. Look at how it tears down. Kind of weird. Kind of weird. Look at these stones. These completely 100% right-angled stones that are probably just, you know, cement or something. And so this is on one side. And what's on the other side? Where all the water comes down. Look at how, first of all, look how ornate the flooring is. Very interesting. Big blocks up top. But try to notice something here. Boom, boom, boom. Like there's stairs of some sort. Very interesting, huh? I thought so too. Some more anomalies. Look at the burnt bricks on top. You don't build like that. Come on. How do you build like that? How? How do you build like that? Huh? Did the meteor come into Forest Park? Huh? Get out of town, yo. Get out of town. Look how ornate these little posts are. Come on. Old World, baby. Old World Park. It's called Forest Park, but I'm calling it Old World Park now. Yeah, I don't know what this thing is, dude. Kind of cool. Yeah, look at the brickage. Look at the old stone. They're going to tell you that's just water damage? Nah, bro, I don't believe it for 1 minute. Water damage from 70 years? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. That'd have to be water damage from like 470 years. Come on. Look at how beat this is. Look at how beat this whole wall is. It looks like a bomb went off next to it. Killing me. Look at how deteriorated these are. It's either A, this entire landscape was just underwater and just getting crushed from the pressure and cooking on itself, like the Great Flood, perhaps, all biblical, all fits within the scheme of my beliefs, or we're in that last book of the Bible and the Great War may have already happened. Don't know. Look at it. You think this is earth or dirt. It's not. It's not. It's bricks. Melted red bricks. Look at the stairs. Boom, boom, boom. Telling you. Absolutely telling you. So crazy. And across the way, dude, I tried so hard to find this and I just couldn't. I think I know where it is. How I get there, no idea. So crazy, though. That I want to check out. I don't know where or how I'm going to check that out, but I'm going to check it out. Just a perfect half semicircle. Burnt. Just burnt stone, burnt bricks everywhere you go. It's the same story. And the icing on the cake, boom, 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 boom. We see this everywhere. What are you going to tell me? There was one quarry in Massachusetts? There was one fucking stone quarry in Massachusetts? Because the alleged story is they would only mark them like at specific like quarries. Everywhere I go in Mass, they got the same ones. And even like parts of Connecticut, New Hampshire, Vermont, where I've seen. It's crazy. Yeah, look at the brick wall underneath it all. I thought you could see a little better, but that's okay. And then just like right next to it, this little like kind of brick half road, walking road that goes into the woods. I didn't really check it out, but I thought it was a cool little photo. Should have used that for the thumbnail. Forgot about I had this. Red brick road all the way down throughout this park, honestly. Look at this across the little other pond. This like rocky, bouldered out wall. And there's this little house or little building. I don't even know what this thing is. It's got this stone wall up. I don't know, man. I was like freaked out being near this thing. I don't know why. And look how it goes into the ground. Incredible. It's like a mini castle, the top of a castle, perhaps. Look at it. Boom. What's on the other side? Just a wall of edge of the mud flood. And I thought this was weird. I was just taking a walk in the park, and I just found this, you know, on the side of the hill. This is like a 15-foot hill. It's all good. A little square rock growing out of it. I'm sure that's natural. Some nice still water to look at. Yeah, this is the best photo I could get of this thing without like, I mean, I was just wearing like shorts and some Nikes. If I get put my boots on and some Carhartts, I'm going to get a better photo of this. Oh yeah, that's what I want to show. Whole edgeway of the lake pond thing, just old world. Completely old world brick, just burnt. Completely burnt. It's the administration building at the park. I feel like the door is bigger and they put the stairs in, the newer stairs, to make you think the doorway is only this big. Just a thought. Kind of like how this doesn't have a stairway. If you put a stairway in, it'd be normal doors, but it's not. This used to be the old zoo, I think, for the lions or the apes or something. They don't have those anymore. Clearly, as the door's wide open. But yeah, another old building, kind of a big old building too. And they're not connected, but this building is next to it as well. Very interesting how it has doors up here to nowhere, but once again, who am I? 3,000 subscribers, Steve. I thought, yeah, the little horse up there. Some Antiquitech for you. Good stuff. Good stuff there. Good looks. Yeah, definitely a little castle. Something like that. No, I just want to see. All right, I think that's all the current boots on the ground photos and stuff that I've personally taken that I wanted to show you. But here is, in my opinion, the most obvious piece of evidence that you would ever have to present somebody for them to know what we're talking about when we say the mountains melted building discussion. This is a cave. allegedly, with a freshwater waterfall. But what is this? Why would there be stairs? Why would there be stairs and giant brick boulders? Why would that be? Huh. Maybe because this place was devastated by some event that may or may not have been caused by the creator himself. You know, revelation, crazy stuff. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right, let me remove this real quick. You're big time in my perspective. Yeah, definitely. Send me that stuff, Carla. I've been looking at you. I don't even know how to say that, but the UNESCO. Some of they got a lot of. They've taken ownership of so many old world places. It's it's almost not even funny at this point, you know. Where was that? It's a great question. Let me see. Australia. I don't know how to say it. Let me screen share. Before I make myself look like a complete a-hole. This place in Australia. Can't highlight it, but that's okay. Let me get that out of here. Yeah, they're partnering with the Smithsonian's. Yeah, I thought so. All right. You know, funny. This post right here. Oh, I hate when I do that. But wait. Oh, yeah, it's right here. All right, I just got to hit the translate button first. See more. Bang. So we're going to share that. Yeah, no problem, guys. No problem. Thank you guys for coming. So this, what I'm about to read is in reference to this. This is the Lincoln Memorial or Monument. Allegedly, this picture was from 30 years prior to the building of this place. But that's just probably something I made up, you know. This here is one of the only images you'll find of them constructing this place. One of the other only images you'll find, I think me and Ceiling Fan Man discussed before. So with that being said, let's read this. Why was the mausoleum built in the middle of the pasture? Like so. Was this the plan, or was he already here? Second picture is the only one I could find of the mausoleum construction. Cows are walking around the building, and the crane looks like it's attached to the photo or placed to the photo. Exactly. Bunch of malarkey. Because you look at this, and you look at this. They're not finished yet, but the landscape doesn't look fucked up like this. Sorry for the language, but just saying. That's interesting. That's a red flag. Ceiling Fan Man is really tardy. I know it. Why did I share this? Oh, yeah. That was funny. Share that later. That's a joke that'll get us out of here. Check this photo out, though. Let me get the screen share back. So this is Petra. We all know what Petra is. And once again, what's more believable? That a bunch of people who could barely clothe, feed, and shelter themselves carved this into the side of a mountain before the times of cranes? Or was this part of something much more vast and a fucking nuclear bomb went off? That's not a, we all know nukes aren't real, you know, but whatever the equivalent of that would be exploding, that's what it looked like went off. I don't know where that went. There it is. That's what it looked like happened here. And just out of sheer luck, this is the only thing that survived. Everything else got turned into just nothing. Just devastation. You know? I think this is literally all you need to see for the mountains melted building discussion, because this is the proof of a lifetime. Like, you really think that a bunch of dudes in Jordan, like the most oppressed like time ever, the most oppressed people ever, in the most oppressed time ever, went out of their way to go build this? You're so wrong. You're smoking. I don't even know what you're smoking, but you're smoking it. It's crazy. I was wondering when the trolls would show up. It only took them 2 hours and 19 minutes. That's okay, Boston Ray. No one has a wrench. I took them all away because no one knows how to act right in the community. And we are just going to remove him like so. We're going to report him. Boom. And he's gone. Should be gone. Still over here, though. Let me see. Yeah, should be gone. That's funny. Smoking catnip. I hope not. Dang, missed you by 2 hours. Well, good thing we still got a whole lot more to get into there, Shawnee. You could run it back if you want. I probably would, but it's okay, man. You guys do what you got to do. Oh, this place is crazy. I don't even know how to say this, but this is in Chateauneuf-Villeroy, France, something like that. Let's see. Let me get this big and let me get a screen share back up. All right. Wherever that is, whatever that means. Once again, devastated landscape besides the buildings. Would you agree? Devastated. Nothing real good growing around here. It looks like they just showed up to the party, in my opinion. But look at this giant. This is for the horse and the buggies to get under. Give me a break, dude. That's for Paul Bunyan, Fee Fi Fo Fum to get under. Look at my guy. You see this? You see him? Wow. Wow. Hand in the jacket. Wow. There's your Masons. How many people are up here? 7. Of course there is. Of course there is. There couldn't be more esotericness to that photo. That's crazy. And look at this. You think that's how you're supposed to build? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You know why? Because a mud flood came in and melted away half of this bullshit. That's why. Absolutely incredible, though. Even back then, it looks like it's hundreds of years old. Incredible. And how would that even be with light posts on top? I have no idea. Once again, more of the story not adding up. Look at this. Wow. That's incredible. Look at the literal mud flood that comes underneath these. That's so crazy. So crazy. Wow, look at this mountain. Wow. Boom. Terracing all the way down. All actually parts of the building. Wow. Incredible. Look at the gate. Gee. That's crazy. Look at the interiors of these places are nuts. What is that, dude? That's so easy. That's it for those. Actually, I want to check something out real quick. And if this works, I have a funny feeling I'm going to lose some subscribers, but this rate, what the hell, right? Yes. Check this out.
Went into Songdung, which is the world's largest cave. That was only discovered in
I don't know why everything just lagged on me like you wouldn't believe it.
1990.
There we go. All right. Can you still hear me? Did I just drop out again? Hopefully you guys can hear me. But I want you guys to check this out. And granted, it's on a Joe Rogan podcast. But take the meat, spit the bones. But the meat is juicy. And that's all I'll say about this.
Went into Songdung, which is the world's largest cave. That was only discovered in 1995. It's this massive opening, 6 miles of underground cave. You know, you don't see daylight for 2 days.
6 miles.
You should look at the pictures of this place. You'll love it. I mean, it's just this, it looks like something out of Avatar. I mean, this cave, you can fit New York City skyscrapers inside of it. It's so big. It has its own weather system.
What?
Yeah, it's
Where is this?
so it's in the Annamite mountain range between Vietnam and Laos. And
Let's see this. Oh my god.
yeah, there's Hang Song Doong. That's the entrance to it, and like look at the size of it. The scope of it is
I need
massive.
something to compare it to. What am I looking at? I'm seeing the.
Yeah, those are little tents. People.
Oh, those are tents.
There's full lake systems in there. And,
oh my god, that's inside the tent? I mean, that's inside the cave?
Yeah, look at the wedding cake. That one right there.
The wedding cake. That's what they call this rock structure. The wedding cake. That's what I wanted to show.
That's called the wedding cake. It's that one. It's
the wedding cake. And where have we seen the wedding cake before? Was it here? No. Well, that'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Tower of Babel. That's your wedding cake. That's your wedding cake. I thought that was crazy because I saw that and that was the first thing I thought of. And I was like, wow. Wow. You didn't hear me? You didn't hear that? What happened there? That's okay. wedding cake. So crazy. Let me close this tab. Thought that was nuts. But I've actually got something I want to bring up that I should have had prepared, and this is rather impromptu right now, but let's see. Oh, did he take down all his videos, bro? Oh, he didn't. He didn't take that one down. Yes. Beautiful. Just saved my life right there. I gotta find this. It's gonna take me 1 second, guys. Come on, where is it? Here it is. Yep. All right. Sorry about that. Let's bring this up. Check this out.
Along with bells and resonators. This thing looks like a bit of a car spark plug affair. Just slotted on top, which you find a lot with them. But yeah, again, you can see windows half cut below ground level, even on these. This is a beautiful one of Springfield, Massachusetts, showing you what the old world would have looked like before that, you know, today. So why have you got a Muslim half crescent moon, a nice dome with some iron tech on it, glass dome, giant whatever they has. You know, people say, oh, they're flagpoles. Okay, if you go on to Google electromagnetic flags, because you can buy flags today which got wiring through them. Well, when they're put up, they collect a subtle charge and they make electricity. That's right. Flags that make electricity. Now you can look up on Google. So they had them in the past, they had them there. So a lot of these flags may be gathering charge as well to be utilized.
So right there, keep an eye on this photo here. This is downtown Springfield, Mass. Late 1800s, early 1900s. Why do I want to bring that up? It's because a couple days ago, what was this? June 24th. Yeah, about 2-3 weeks ago, I took a little journey down Main Street, Springfield, Mass. Gonna have to mute this. Actually, not. So it's up on YouTube. We'll just cruise down Springfield, Mass. Actually, where is settings? 360p. No, thank you. How about 1080p, bitches? Yeah. How about that? And by the way, I'm literally holding my phone out of my sunroof like a fool. Like an absolute fool. Look at that. Let's slow this down. Slow this down for 1 second. I know you guys are going to like this. Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh. We're going to go under the bridge. We're going to look at all the mortar snot coming out. Look at the drippy drip effect. Drip, 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 drip. Isn't that crazy? So drip. I don't know what are animations. Annotate. I don't even know what that means. I never knew where this place was. The Hippodrome? Someone was literally talking about this yesterday. Old looking theater. Little pillar building next to it. This is the strip now of Main Street. I don't really know if what he was showing was Main Street, but I would just assume so, because look at all these buildings. All these old buildings. I mean, obviously there's two skyscrapers to the left or the right, but these old as could be. Kill the volume. That is kind of annoying. I wonder why no one watched it. But yeah, I just the pure views of the city downtown are just old world nostalgic, in my opinion. Never gets old being down there. The pillared buildings and the city hall, the clock tower, everything down there. Even the I don't even know what you call it. What's the kids' court called? The juvenile court? Incredible building. It's literally just a castle. It's a Roman castle. It's crazy. Look at this building here on the left. Huge. I don't know if I showcased it before. Yeah, look how big this thing is. Huge. Huge. And it's so old world. This is what I'm talking about, people. So imagine some sort of cataclysm came in and then land, like melted land came in and buried these buildings. They would be mountains. What we would think would be a mountain or a mound or an area of uninhabitable land. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Look at all these buildings. One of my favorite buildings is coming up here on the left, and just once we start moving again. That's why I got my camera already panned that way. It was a beautiful day. I think this was the day I went to the college. Yeah, I left the college and just went downtown, took a left. Yeah, this building here on the left, I really had to get. Traffic downtown is just unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. We haven't even moved yet. Oh, now we're starting. But look at the archway on this sucker. What? Like what? Look at the doorway. Look how huge that is. That's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Yeah, right at 333, of course. There's my two favorite buildings to look at, with the clock tower in the middle, identical. Nice spire there, little obelisk, oldest church. This building's crazy. Yup. Look how crazy that building is. Let me fast forward a second. Oh, actually, next I zoom in on all this. Yeah, look how beautiful it is. Original stone. Tested the time. Time tested. There we go. The old clock tower up here. Definitely doesn't work anymore. You can't tell here, but there's a Freemason logo etched in stone on top of this little archway here. I think I've covered that before. Big old, that's the new casino in the old world building, nonetheless. I think it was right around here where Martin was showing the photo, and I think it was shooting down the opposite way, in my opinion. Right around here, I think. Or it could have been going this way. Who knows? Regardless, I think it was on this road. And this is it today. So I thought that was a cool little thing to share, and a little hidden gem in Springfield. A little castle action downtown. No big deal. No big deal. It's not like we, freed ourselves from England or anything and then started building like England. See, that's why this stupid history story doesn't make sense, people. We freed ourselves just to keep building and building their traditions on this. Come on, how does this cat keep getting in the chat, brother? All right, he's gone now. So annoying. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. What else do we got to share? So I know I got some other old world stuff I could share, but might just save some of that for another day, and we might just move ourselves over to Rokfin for the evening, if that's okay. Hope that's okay. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. The Rokfin stream's not loading though, so that's not cool. Looks like it's on now. So yeah, guys, that was my little old world presentation. A little 2.5 hour bid, not too bad. It's only 9:36. Probably running another hour or so on Rokfin. We're gonna talk all about the CV, the jabs, and some of the other things you really can't talk about on YouTube here. So without further ado, I'm going to end the backup. The backup is done. So we are only live on the main now. So main channel, if you're hearing me, Rokfin. We're going to go to Rokfin right now. Let me get the link. It's copied. It's right here. Rokfin. That's where we're heading. We're going to head there right now. Let me actually go on Facebook. I told everyone that when we're halfway through, we're going to go to Rokfin. I'm on Rokfin with uncensored. Yeah, too bad I can't spell uncensored. Censorship. There you go. Go live on the Rokfins. Boom. So that's out on the Facebook. Hopefully you guys will follow through and join me on there, because the Rokfin stream, we are gaining some people over there. Cool. So we're going to cut YouTube. Once again, if you guys are just going to join on YouTube, you don't want to go to Rokfin because you can, or it's hard, or whatever, it's all good. It's been a great show. I appreciate everyone who showed up. And oh, it doesn't work on your phone. I'm sorry. just try. I don't even think you need an app for it. I would just go to your browser or whatever. But yeah, sorry that you guys can't see what we're about to do over there. But we're gonna get live. We're gonna get uncensored, and we're gonna tear it down. So once again, thank you for coming to the YouTube stream. Please like, share, and subscribe. And that'll do. God bless. And I'll see you guys on Rokfin.